Because I had a situation where I had a woman, we were fuck buddies. And this was a chick who would, when she did come over, you know what I'm saying, for sex, she would do extra shit. You know what I'm saying? She would even bring me shit. She was the type of woman that would be willing to cook me a meal and take me out on her dime and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? So when she hit me up and was complaining about the fact that, you know, you don't take me out, what's up with that? And I told her, point blank, that's not what we do. When I get horny, I call you up. If you're free, I step through. If you get horny, you call me up. If I'm free, I fall through. I'm like, that's it. That's what the fuck we do.
Women don't get with guys as placeholders. Do you know how hard it is to get rid of a woman who actually likes you, who actually respects you, who actually loves you? Do you know how hard it is to get rid of that woman? And you're not talking about some hypergamy? This is real simple. The reason why women treat you like shit, the reason why women got an attitude with you, the reason why women fucking diss you and disrespect you is because they never liked, loved, or respected you in the first place. Your whole story is cap, bro. Matter of fact, it's big cap. I'm gonna call you the Mad Hatter. Fuck!
I don't know why it would happen to you to lie. You guys didn't even know me. Why would I lie to you?
Let's just say you did. You act like you've never had sex a day in your life, bro.
What it is you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. That's why you can't make any progress, bro.
All the sex that you got, I'm pretty sure it's handed to you.
When a woman meets a man that's valuable and knows who the fuck he is, she knows that she can never overpower a nigga with game or a real dude or a man of value and not even to say a man of value, because that sounds too much like what other niggas be saying. What I really mean is a man that knows his value. When a woman is dealing with a man that knows his value, she knows that she cannot overpower him. So she ends up saying to herself, well, if I can't beat him, I gotta join him. But when a woman is in a room full of dudes that know they value, she knows that she has to submit. And if she don't submit, she got to get the fuck up out of the room.
No matter what level she brings it to, how loud she get, disrespectful or talks fast, you have to keep your cool. You have to keep it on your energy level. So if you want her to be submissive, you want her to be calmed down, you want her to bring it down a notch, you won't yell louder than her. Talk to her like this. Yo, I don't do that. I don't know if you talk to people like that, but that's not how you're gonna talk to me. That's not what I do. Now, if you want to continue to do that, I will show you exactly where the door is. I will escort you out, tell you have a nice trip, and send your ass right to the gulag. You'll be gone. I don't tolerate that from people in my life.
For all you surface dwellers out there and shit, how does it feel following all these motherfuckers on the other side of the streets talking about don't do shit? Well, if you ain't gonna do shit, then why don't you do man shit? Don't run away from fear. Don't dwell in the past. Don't give away your power. Don't feel sorry for yourselves. Don't make the same mistakes over and over again. Don't worry about what people think about you. Why don't you do some man don'ts if you're gonna do a don't anyway? Grass eating lion.
It's sad to see so many men suffer from bitch assness. And the women know they're such at an advantage with weak men. They try to shut me up. This is the part of being a man, is standing on your squares, understanding that nobody's going to move me. I move mountains. Nobody's going to move me off my square. They need to respect your word. There needs to be a shift in behavior when you get home. They need to understand what the deal is when you're around them. There's no such thing as compromise with men. Compromise.
You should be fucking at the
all
truck
day.
All day.
These conversations are obviously too in depth. They're too in depth with these bitches, man. What are we talking about? You're a truck driver, bitch. I come in every state and I fuck hoes. That's what I do. And you gonna be one of them, or I'm gonna find one that will.
And the thing is, if she got an issue with you not having a place to stay, that means she ain't really feeling you.
Respect to Scary Perry for the $5 super chat. He says, "Salute to the Real Game No Theory panel, best show on Sunday." I don't know what leaving pussy on the table means, because pussy's not valuable enough to be left on the table in the first place, in my opinion.
Exactly. I'm gonna have Christmas lights back there, and I'm fucking bitches under the light.
The following program is rated MAN. It contains assertive men who are kings of their castles, men who don't make excuses or blame women for everything that's going wrong in their lives, men who don't make the game about women, instead they make the game about the man. So, if you're into theory or use soft, weak-ass words like hypergamy, red pill, no fap, be on your purpose, high value man, or money, clothes, and status, buddy, you're in the wrong place, and you need to go 2 doors down where the male cuddle parties and circle jerks are going on. This is a man's space.
Since the fall of the PUA community back in 2007, most PUAs ran underground because they had nothing to offer. The content creator has become the hero today, dedicated to one single objective: to declaw and defang any person who listens. They decided to join forces to create a cult, and never giving those who listen a solution. It's all about clothes, cars and money, deception and manipulation, indirect game, going your own way. They talk pills and plates. They complain. They blame. Fake it till you make it. I just don't get it. A man doesn't need to lie to meet women. He just needs to learn how to spit flavour in her eyes and in her ears. Thanos broke down the game when he said, as long as there are those who remember what was, there will always be those who cannot accept what can be. Even in darkness, a man can find light. Sometimes the world doesn't need a group of fake heroes teaching lies. Sometimes the world needs a group of anti-heroes to bring balance, order, and truth to the game. It's time to summon the authentic players of the game. Only one group dares to challenge this threat. Gathered together from the cosmic regions of the streets, these anti-villains are hated because they put all the accountability on the man. They know the game will never be about women. They fight for every young man who is trying to learn their family name. Dedicated to truth, keeping it real and manhood. Get your notebooks out, ask questions, and call in. Don't just listen to the message, become the message.
All right, guys, what's up, man? Y'all good, man?
What up? What up? What up? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
There's something before we even get to the show, so let's do the round table real quick. Everybody introduce yourself, starting from the bottom up. Zach, you got it first, man. What's up with you?
Okay, Zach, and repping these Hurricanes. Anyway, man, let's get it on. I'm excited for the show title today. Let's go.
Represent that bare-ass wall. Go ahead, Mal.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy, Miles Cunningham. What's going on with you, man? Let's get it, man. I'm just ready to go. Let's get it, man.
All right, Fifth, you got it, man.
I can't stand you bitch ass niggas. You know exactly who I'm talking to.
Exactly.
You's a bitch. Exactly. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you ever see me in person in life, you wouldn't be talking that way. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Stevie D. Williams, man. The car, you got it, man.
Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody on the panel, man. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's do it.
All right, so let's get it real quick. Okay, so we got before we get into the show, there's something that we need to discuss with you guys. We're gonna go around the room, let everybody get their opinion, but we want to show you guys because a lot of nobodies are always trying to be somebodies when it comes to game. Mm-hmm. So we had a nobody right here that said this. And we want to go around and everybody get an opinion on this so we can go and explain how you guys can learn game even through this ignorant ass shit this guy is saying right here. But all right, let's start. Let's take it from the bottom. Zach, you go ahead and go on what is being said right here, sir.
Well, number one, game has nothing to do with women. So the fact that he even started off the joint with that comment is some bullshit. And he's talking about he won't marry his girlfriend. What the fuck that got to do with you? What the fuck does another man giving a woman a title of whatever he wants to give her got to do with you? That's number one. Number two, he went on to list all this whiny shit about the what did he say? Hold on.
Game doesn't work against the Jezebel spirit or against the system that
destroys men in the Western world. About
see
paternity fraud, all that shit. well, my thing is this because he's talking about paternity fraud, parental alienation. Those niggas chose to get those bitches pregnant.
Exactly.
Okay, and for the paternity fraud situation, you chose to run up in a chick raw. Mm-hmm. So every other guy that ran up in a raw, she decided to say you're the daddy because you probably got the most money out of all the other goofy niggas. So at the end of the day, for a lot of those things to even occur as a man, you are complicit in those things happening to you because your own fucking bad decision making. But this is a guy, he acts like women have the power. And when you don't understand, a lot of these laws that were made by simps. They were made by dudes who think like him. Y'all got it, man.
Right. All right, well, Miles, we just go around. Miles, you up next. What say you on this?
I feel like a lot of niggas they have too much time to worry about other motherfuckers. And the reason why they have too much time to worry about other motherfuckers is that they don't know who they are. You understand? Because if the decisions of another man can affect you to the point where you know what I'm saying, like you got to comment on his lifestyle and his situation.
Shit.
Because I can guarantee that there's something in his life that he needs to work on. So the time you take talking about another man, you understand what I'm saying? Look, I know a lot of niggas think this is Mountain Dew, but that's not what this is. But I know niggas that leave comments on the internet be drinking Mountain Dew.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they put a lot of shit to feminize niggas in these manufactured drinks. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
This is green juice. That's what this is. This is what a man drinks to take care of his body. You get what I'm saying? And take care of his mind. A lot of these motherfuckers is not taking care of their mind, and that's why they feel they got the leeway. And you ain't got no fucking leeway, nigga. You need to be working on your own fucking game.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And another thing too, to miss a 1950 point. This is the internet.
Mm-hmm.
This is the fucking internet. You only have certain freedoms and certain opportunities to talk shit because it's the internet.
Right.
Because if the nigga was standing in front of your face, it would be a whole different story. And I've seen it before in person.
Exactly.
You understand? So let's keep it moving.
Right.
All right. Let's go to Carl and 50 and me. Carl, what say you on this, brother?
Put that back on the screen real quick.
It's on the screen, sir.
Right. So he said, working against the Jezebel spirit and against the system that destroys men. First of all, if the system can destroy you, you're not a man. You know what I'm saying? That's first of all. And then he's talking about paternity fraud and parental alienation and crime and a woman changing her mind and false accusations. See, all of this is fear from a man who doesn't have influence over a woman. You see what I'm saying? And this is the type of stuff they have to go through because they have no influence over a woman. Now, see, comments like this, and I'm gonna say this, and niggas could clip this or whatever they want to do. Listen, let me tell you guys.
Because they always clipping this shit anyway.
Let me tell you guys something. I am not going to talk to or quote unquote debate, because I can't debate y'all niggas because y'all not on my level. But I'm not going to talk to or debate anybody on game because you're not on my level. Do you understand that? So you can you can try to get me on your shows and on your panels. That's not going to work. I'm only going to go on panels of people who respect the game and people who want to learn about the game. If you don't respect the game or you don't want to learn about the game, don't fuck with me. Now, what I want to say is this. If you are a goofy and want me to come on your panel or your show to argue with you, you can PayPal me $5,000 and I will give you 45 minutes. So you can pretend, and I will allow you to pretend that you know what the fuck you're saying. I'm dead serious. If you send me $5,000, I will go on your panel and sit there, and I will allow you to pretend that you know what you're talking about, and I will just argue with you and do whatever the fuck you want to do so you can compensate me for wasting my time. You understand? But what I'm trying to tell you guys is this. A lot of y'all niggas don't understand what the fuck you're talking about, and you disrespect the game. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, because you don't understand what you're talking about, you start saying stupid shit like this and think that you know what you're talking about. See, the only thing worse than a loser is a person who doesn't understand they're a loser. You see what I'm saying? And the fact that you have no awareness that you're a loser makes you even more of a loser. But that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Woo! Hey, real quick, what's that saying?
Check.
I debate my equals, all others like teach.
Exactly. Exactly. These niggas, man, get out of here with that bullshit.
All right, Fifth, you up, and I'll go after you, Fifth. Go ahead, Fifth.
So let me just say this really quick, man. I'm approaching from a different standpoint. You know, I think great talking points from everybody. Everybody was on point with what they said, but I'm gonna keep it fresh, dude. Like the internet got a lot of men out here thinking they real tough. They got a lot of men out here thinking that there's something when they're not, and this bothers me, bro. It bothers me to the core, and it makes me want to. It makes me want to just fall back because I surround myself around people who carry themselves and they say things they mean.
Right.
Like, dude, I don't want anybody to think that I'm different than who I am. This is who the fuck I am. And I promise you, dude, like it is something about somebody I can't get a hold of. That shit fucking bothers my core. Right. And that's why I don't really make videos about people. I don't really do things like that, dog, because where I'm from, dog, that shit is life or death.
Right.
And that shit, it's a certain level of understanding what you need to do to survive. You walk through this area, you can't look at motherfuckers in the eye. You got to keep fucking walking. You better act like you're on your phone or something, because if you look at them, they think that's a fucking challenge.
Right.
And you're outnumbered, so you got to be smart. I'm saying in general, you fucking bitch ass men that continue to add me, and I don't even know who the fuck you are.
That's crazy.
You add fucking me, that's a problem for me, dude. I don't want to invest my money in the private investigators. Please don't have me do that. And I'm just gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it gutter, man. Like I'll be kind of keeping YouTube, but I just want to say this last piece. The universe works in a strange way. I travel, I go places, and I'm telling you, for some strange reason, shit happens the right way for me. And I all of a sudden see where you are, where you at, who you are, find you in a different way. Or I find your mother, your sisters, or your brothers, or your great grandfather that's walking in fucking Walmart. That guy. I'm just letting you guys know right now, dude. This is not a game for me, dog. Stop fucking mentioning me. Don't fucking tag me and shit. Don't do none of that. Leave me the fuck out of shit, because if you want to see a different side of YouTube, they're gonna make videos on me about what just fucking happened to you, bro.
All right. Well, I'm gonna swing it another way as well, because everyone that's saying, even 50 saying is right. What I would say is, what people don't understand with guys or individuals like this that are looking for clout chasing, they don't have, they're new to this space, so they want to get their foot in. And they actually try to quote unquote become dating coaches afterwards. It's always funny how they want to start one way, but then they want to do what we're doing. But the worst part about all of this thing is, let's look at the individual who wrote this. And let me give me a second. I'm gonna post this and say my piece on this. Let's look at what he said, not what he said, but let's go deeper in how he thinks. See, his mind likes to take shortcuts. This is why he has a problem. His mind in thinking is swayed by another man's thinking, not his own thinking, because he has not experienced every woman in the world to make these generalized accusations. Right. His mind plays a blame game to point the finger at a woman versus looking at the man in the mirror. Victim. And also the problem is the worst part, guys like this, his mind is blind to change. He doesn't want to change. He doesn't want to learn how to change, because here's the amazing thing that people don't even understand about these 5 fucking dating coaches that's on this thing, on this panel, is that you can't, someone said to me, well, Steve, you're ancient teaching. How is teaching you about finding your fucking self ancient? That's the craziest thing about what people don't understand about what we do. We don't look to the outside world because we don't give a fuck about the outside world. We don't give a fuck about women. We don't give a fuck about the next man. We don't give a fuck about what the next man is doing, because that's none of our fucking business. But see, you guys have to learn. I just say this last thing. For all you guys out here, this is how you can tell a dating coach that can help you versus someone that wants to take you and gouge you for your mind and your money. A dating coach wants to take time to work with you on a one-on-one basis to see what you are and how you can fix yourself. But you notice the outside world, they want to put you in with all the rest of the herd to have a thought of blaming women who have nothing to do with this. They want to blame, they want to talk about your single mothers and all this other stuff. And last they want to say, most of these motherfuckers come from a single mother, and yet they talking shit about single mothers, and they come from a single mother, and yet why don't they just go to their single mother and ask why she ain't shit? Ask her why did you fuck that guy and have me? But they won't do that stuff. So what they do is they look to guys that are successful. Our success isn't in blaming. Our success is in changing the mindset of the individual on an individual basis, not a collective basis. But anyway, now that we've said all that, Zag, you came up with the topic. Let's go and roll with you, brother. Let's hit it, man.
Well, look, man, everywhere I turn, everywhere I look, there are guys complaining about women all goddamn day.
Right.
All they do is complain, bitch, whine, moan. And let me just say this from the bottom of my heart. Nobody gives a fuck about your life, fam. Nobody cares about your failures, your inadequacies. My thing is this. Women are not perfect. Guys have to remember that those women have different experiences that they had previous to them. Right. Some of them negative, some of them positive. Right? So all that is going to impact how a woman comes into the situation. You have, as a man, you have to have the ability to influence that woman in such a way that she basically redirects that other bullshit that she has somewhere else. Right. Because people got to remember, people are multifaceted. You're not the same person to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times how women act is a reflection of the different things that they dealt with in different guys. So as a guy, and I've said this, masculine men influence women, males are influenced by women. So if you expect a woman to come into your life and automatically be this super feminine, docile, submissive woman, and she just already knows exactly what to do for you, she don't know you. She don't know if you a bitch like the last guy. Okay? Because women treat men differently. This is just a fact. Women treat men differently based on how they perceive that man to be. So if you want to be the type of man that women respect, be that guy that knows how to influence that woman. You have to groom women to be the way you need them to be for you. Y'all got it.
Facts. I just watched this video, and it was this lady talking about how guys, women say they hate Andrew Tate, but they date guys that are like, and they date a bunch of Andrew Tates. Like they date guys that, you know, are quote unquote mean and toxic and whatever, and super macho and blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, you know, I think this is a part of the reason why it's so hard for guys to understand women, because we say we want a nice guy, but then we end up with guys like Andrew Tate, even though we're trying to cancel Andrew Tate, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
The mistake is, it's not looking at women and saying, oh, women are so complex. Women are such profound creatures of complexity, and I wish I could understand them. And to understand them would be the achievement of a lifetime. All that shit is bullshit, because you understand the world by understanding yourself.
Right.
So with that being said, the only way to understand a woman is to understand yourself as a man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And I said this before, the best way to invest in any woman is to invest in yourself as a man.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? That's literally how the world works.
Right.
Because you don't become the successful businessman until you've done what? Learned how to conduct business successfully.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You understand? So anything you want to master, it's not going to happen until you have self-mastery. You understand? Because anything that you want, anything that any destination you want to get to, when you get there, guess who's going to be there? You.
Exactly. Facts. That's a fact.
And what you gonna look like not knowing what the fuck you doing when you get there? That's why you're not there yet, bitch ass nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Like even the guy in the quote, he's talking all this shit, just listing all of the tropes of the masculine victim mentality of the modern, these modern cats out here.
Mm-hmm.
You're so focused on trying to understand everything else but yourself.
Exactly.
Because listen, when you understand yourself, you know exactly how to move.
Right.
Because the reason why I feel so comfortable in any room that I go into is because I know who the fuck I am. I don't have to know who any of you motherfuckers are. I literally did that shit last night. I went to this little spot downtown, and it was a room full of it was like 5 chicks and a dude, and they was all in there sitting there. I walked in the room and took over the fucking conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And then I had to go about my business. And I was like, all right, y'all have a good night. Take it easy. But for the time that I was there, I literally ran the room.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And that type of shit is because I know who I am. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about who y'all are. Everybody in this room has to understand who I am first, just like how I have to understand who I am. And that shows the effectiveness of my ability to express myself.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's why it comes all the way back down to identity. If you don't know who you are, then outside forces are going to decide for you.
That's some real shit. And what's funny about this is that we talking about, how to groom a woman to be an asset. The problem with a lot of these guys is they have no influence over a woman. You understand? And see, this is why a lot of guys on YouTube, you hear them, they talk about, how bad it is, and the Western women are fucked up, and they're gonna do this to you, and they're gonna do that to you, and they're all over the place, and they don't this, and they're always talking about the woman. But see, even in that screenshot we showed where whoever that dude was talking or whatever, he said it's something on there talking about, what if she changes her mind, right? See, what you got to understand is this. A woman could change her mind at any point.
Right.
What you got to understand is that once you have a woman's mind, right, usually she is about what the fuck you're about.
Facts.
She's basically like influenced so heavy that she becomes you. And a lot of guys don't understand this when it comes to the game. So what happens is that the reason why, like, check this out, check how deep this is. The reason why any of us on the planet think the way we think or move the way we move is because most of it has to do with conditioning of how society has conditioned us to think and move. Mm-hmm. So this is why even nowadays on the computers, where you could just think about something and you go on Facebook, then there's an advertisement of what you fucking thought. You're like, how the fuck did they know I was thinking about sneakers? There's a sneaker on the ad for this shit, right? Because they know how you think already. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is when dudes have game, right? They influence a woman to the point where they understand how she's thinking because she's thinking how he's thinking. You know what I'm saying? But because these motherfuckers don't got no influence over their woman, they're like, what if she changes her mind and takes you to court? And what if she does this? And what if she does that? And see, that's because you didn't know how to cultivate a situation to where a woman is an asset to you.
Right.
Because you have no influence over a woman. That's why the woman is fucking giving you attitude. That's why she's talking back to you. That's why she don't respect you, because she sees you as nothing. But what's interesting is that same woman, when she respects dude, she acts totally different to that guy. Why? So is it the woman or is it the guy? Is it the woman or is it the person leading the woman? You see what I'm saying? And a lot of these dudes, what they do is they lead women directly into disrespecting them because they don't have any respect for their motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? So I got to hear with that bullshit.
I'll go after Fifth. You want to go?
Hey, yeah, man. So I think influence, like Lucario was saying, influence is the single most biggest thing you can have over a woman. I don't care. I mean, and this is why I believe that. There's been too many situations where when she's gone or away from you, how she reacts. I mean, you just know this, right? Mm-hmm. And the reason why is because the respect that she has for you. Let me get into this a little bit. Let me back it up. If you can't teach a woman something, if you're just everything you do is compromise. If you are not a man, if everything
such a dirty word, compromise.
It's fucking compromise is that I hear men start off with that. Hey man, relationships about compromise. That's what they start off with. But if you can't teach her something and everything is compromised, then what you're saying is that your leadership is not strong enough to take command.
Go in.
I think a lot of you men like to stay local or go overseas to talk to women that you perceive docile,
right?
That you perceive are not smart enough to see your lameness.
Mm-hmm.
When a woman, because masculinity is universal and international.
Yes.
So they know if you're a bitch ass nigga, if either you're in Chicago or you're in fucking DR. They know. And for you to understand, most places you travel, most of those men are a lot more masculine than even the men that you see walking around here.
Right.
And the reason why is because their foundation is stronger than this one in this country.
Yeah.
Because you got so many bitch ass men allowing certain behaviors from women, allowing certain behaviors from kids, allowing certain behaviors from other men without any threat of violence or any threat of elimination. If you go to other countries, just look at the other countries, right? Their women are happy. They're fucking happy, and they want to make you perceive like they're not. And the reason why they're happy is because those men are leading very strong.
Right.
There are a lot of women that are happy here, but they got to deal with men like us. And the reason why is because the foundation that we have, like just like the title saying, an asset for one. If you don't put a woman in position to be successful, she will never be successful with you.
Nope.
You have to put her, you got to give her some duties, you got to give her responsibility, and you got to keep her in movement mode, mind-wise. You men believe that these women don't get bored of you. They get bored of you because you're not interesting. Mm-hmm. You have nothing to your fabric that's going to make them want to be around you most of the time.
Right.
You men, let me say this. You men are so afraid of women nowadays that you click up with your homies and now your boys is your girlfriends.
Right.
You treat them better than you do anybody in your own family or any woman that can come in and give you asset.
Right.
This bros over hoes. This whole culture, it's just like the snitching culture, if you think about it, right? So I'm cool with my boys disrespecting me. I ain't gonna say nothing to them. A woman disrespect me, I ain't gonna say nothing to her. She just a bitch. So my mom disrespect me, I ain't gonna say nothing to her. So who are you as a man if you don't stand up for the things you believe in your own life? For the life of me, I don't understand the culture of allowing people to do things to you. And this is why I felt so way about me in videos and tagged and all this shit. Mm-hmm. Like you got to stand up for yourself, man, and put women in position in order to be successful. Go ahead.
Yeah, I always, and I talked about this the other day, I always tell guys that what you got to do is you got to understand the woman that you have met. From the moment you have met her, she is a combination of her self-concept, her perception of who she is, the life that she lived before you met her. She is a combination of all those things. So she is quote unquote blindfolded, I say, guys, where she sees the world her way. She's allowed, gentlemen, to say she wants a 7-foot guy that can fly and walk on water. She's allowed to want whatever the fuck she wants, and she's allowed to do whatever she wants to do. The thing is when she meets a man that has structure in his life, that's what changes things around. Because the average man doesn't have structure in his life, because the average man's perception of his own self, his image, his abilities, how he moves, his uniqueness, his values, his goals, all these things, laws, rules, and codes are for the woman. It's never for himself. So the average guy, when they meet a woman, they have to kowtow to the woman because they are sitting around here trying to prove themselves to the woman, to one that is blind of actual man. And these women, I always tell these women, they have really never met a man before. You have met zebras. I mean, like I tell you guys, there's a even in that zebra herd, there is like an alpha beta zebra. There's a top zebra. Until you put that zebra next to a lion, everything changes. So with women, with the reason why women will love to be instructed by men is because they can see elevation and education through a man. They can see that they can go beyond their own perception of how they see the world. They can see a man that is taking away the power of the pussy because he's not making it about the woman. He's not complaining about the woman. He is really trying to dismiss that woman. So what I just want to say to y'all guys listening, this is all about, listen, you can't get mad at what the woman is. You just have to understand what she is. But to us men, we don't give a fuck what she is or where she's coming from, because if she's not following our program, then we're gonna kick her ass to the motherfucking side.
Right. Let me say something real quick, and this is what I want guys to understand, because a lot of times we talk about structure and foundation. Having a good paying job, a house, a car, none of that is what we're talking about. Okay, when we talk about structure and foundation, we're talking about, and shout out to Miles and the masculine identity, we're talking about you having an identity as a man, right? That's unshakable, that no one can move. Okay, we're talking about you knowing exactly who you are, exactly what you're about, and you're consistent in how you carry yourself as a man. I know Lakar like to say being on point dude. Okay, you on point, you're a thorough man, that type of shit.
Yeah, right? That's dope shit, man.
Yeah, right. and that's the foundation. Without manhood, there is no foundation. Period. Everything starts with being a man first, and you build up from there.
Structure.
Your house, your cars, all that shit is that shit that you acquire because you did the work to earn the money to acquire those things. And all your bills you pay, you're just a responsible adult. Okay, that shit ain't got nothing to do with you being a goddamn man. You know what I'm saying? So I want guys to understand, and if you listen to any of us talk, whether it's collectively or individually, we talk about being a man. That is the foundation for everything, and everything branches from there. Y'all got it.
Right. That's what's up. Guys, you could call in 516-387-1224. Go ahead and call in 516-387-1224.
Right. And if you got a question, put a Q in the chat.
Oh my God.
It says, do you think women in first world countries are less happy because the feminist movement taught women to be independent of men?
You got to remember, feminine movements only affect weak women.
Right.
You don't want those women. So they go I hear a lot of people say these feminists and all this. You're right when it comes to that movement, but real women don't listen to that shit. Just like real men, we don't listen to the outside entities. We're going to continue to be us.
Yeah.
So just focus on the real women.
Yeah, because only weak dudes worried about feminism. I always say it's the feministic, gynocentric, social order of
Jezebel.
You know, the Jezebels and the courts and the matriarchy and all this other stupid shit. It's like, bro, listen, when you're a man, none of that fucking affects you. This is what I want you guys to understand. You create your own fucking situation, bro. You understand? I don't understand. See, all this stuff that dudes is complaining about, right? I don't have any of those issues. My clients don't have any of those issues. Everybody on the panel doesn't have any of these issues with women. So understand, that is a personal problem you have. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not something. See, there's a difference between something being like a fact or a situation, right? That we all like when COVID happened, that was the situation. Shit was locked up, everybody was inside, and all that other stuff was going down, right? But if you having a problem with a bitch, that's because you having a problem with bitches, not because there's a problem with bitches. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what they don't get.
Yeah,
not a problem with bitches is you have a problem with bitches.
Yeah, I never had no woman disrespect. Like you hear these men, these women just they have all these stories. Like, what's the common denominator for you being disrespected, bruh?
Exactly,
it's your bitch ass, and this is what I'm saying. Like the way I move. Do you think a woman's gonna think that she gonna strike me in my face?
Right.
First of all, I never raise my voice to a woman. I don't need to.
Mm-hmm.
I get in my stance in my presence, and I get close to her, and I let her know this is how things are going to go. And if she doesn't comply, then she has to go.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, there's no need for me to elevate and be something to her that I don't need to be. And this is where I model the behavior that needs to be in my own presence. It don't matter who you are. I don't need to yell at you. If I was if man to man, though, I'm going to be yelling and calling you all type of bitch ass niggas to make you want to do something that you probably don't want to do. I want you to swing on me. I want to back you into a corner and make you feel away and make you feel like you just have to desperately swing. That's exactly what I do to you bitch asses. My bad, man. I'm about to get off that, man. I just feel I woke up and I was tagged. And that shit fucking bothered me to still.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, guys. I mean, I want y'all guys to people watching this. Look at this question right here. Ask yourself, why would a woman want to be with someone like this? Why would a woman want structure from someone that thinks like a woman? And this is the problem with the majority of you guys out here. All you do is think about women and you worship women, and all you do is talk about what the fuck a woman is doing. You better off talking about what a squirrel is fucking doing, or a goddamn bird, or an insect. This is crazy how you want to use this. See, this weak ass motherfucker that wrote this stupid shit is going to use this as the reason why he can't get women. He's going to use this as the reason why that woman is using him and taking him for his fucking money. Because you got to understand, men can recognize bitch ass behavior by how a bitch communicates to himself, then communicates to everybody else. And everything you see right here is nothing but weak bitch ass shit. I don't give a fuck if she's on Mars. What the fuck does it got to do with me? All this fucking feminist movement and shit. You need to either find your fucking daddy or you need to get off goddamn YouTube, because if a woman meets a motherfucker that thinks like this, you're going to be fucking food.
Hey, Steve, I heard there's an obesity problem in America. I'm not obese. What the fuck that got to do with me?
Exactly.
I just really hate men continuously complaining about women, and then say we're the leaders of the household, right?
Right.
So it's total chaos. If you're the leader, if I view a video, I view it differently, right? I've been coaching football for years. You went to state coach. I mean, I've been coaching and played the game for a while. So when I look at football, I look at it differently. And that's how the game is, right? We look at things differently. When I view a video of a man complaining about a woman, I sit there and think, if the complaint is so much about the woman, why have you been involved with this woman so long? Nobody wants to talk about, why did you make a decision to even have this woman in your presence for this amount of time? If you hear these men, I was with this woman and she left me after 15 years. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't even think about yesterday with any woman I've ever been with. And the reason why is because I can end this shit today and I won't blink a fucking eye. Because at the end of the day, it's about me and now. If I think about 15 years of what we've been through, no, I'm not. That shit right there is going out the window. I see so many posts about somebody they so-called a celebrity that's been with a woman for 20 years, and they divorced with a broken heart down the fucking middle of two people on each side. If you look at these people posting this shit, like telling these men not to get married because they don't act right in marriages. They're only gonna act right if you're boyfriend and girlfriend, because then they know that you can leave at any time. No influence, none.
We got calls when you're ready.
Yeah, let's real quick. Real quick. A lot of these dudes who complain about the marriage laws and tell men not to get married don't know bitch want to marry them niggas no way. Okay, that's why they talking that shit. But y'all got it, man.
But why are we not having problems though? We got women. Why are we not having the problems? I don't understand.
We're special, Steve. That's what it is. But go ahead, Mal.
All right, 111. You're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, and city. What's up? 111. Once, twice, 111, 3 times. Gone. All right, 447. You're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. What's up?
Hey, good afternoon, gentlemen. It's Unique 79, 43 years old from London.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's good with you, bro?
Hey, you need Antonio?
Unique 79, yeah, man. That's the homie right there. Antonio, what's going on with you, bro?
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. It's an honor to call into the Real Game No Theory show, because it's the first time, and just want to salute to esteemed gentlemen on the panel.
Yep.
And also to salute all the chat rooms as well.
Yep. That's what's up, man. What's going on with you?
I appreciate you, bro. You do a lot of work. You do a lot of work, man. And I wanted to say, man, especially even after the video, you come in the comments, you post all. I mean, I got a lot of respect for that work, man.
Best moderators
Appreciate
in
you.
the game, man. So shout out to you, Antonio. Shout out to you.
Thank you, gentlemen. I really appreciate it. And in regards to the title, you have to groom your woman to be an asset. It's absolutely true. It's straight facts. Sometimes, or should I say more often than not, you don't need to say anything to a woman on how she needs to be. Unless, like, she asks your opinion or what you think of this or what you think of that, then, yeah, you'll be honest and say, look, this is what I believe and this is what I think. But sometimes, and a lot of times, she can just observe the way you carry yourself. So, for example, she might come back to your place and she sees that everything is organized in a certain way. And if she's really into you, she can observe the way you live. She can observe the way you carry yourself. And then she can make the decision and think to herself, okay, if I'm going to deal with this man, this is the way he's organized. Right. This is the way he lives. So I need to, if I want to be on his program, this is the way I need to be, to walk this path with him. So I know there's a lot of YouTube videos going around that, you need to be this way, you need to say this, you need to say that, which unless, like I said, if she asks your opinion, you'd be honest with her. But more often than not, less is more. You don't need to say anything. I mean, I remember I spoke to Kate Zagin one time where I was dealing with a woman, and basically she knew that I worked out. And all of a sudden, before I knew it, she was going to the gym herself. So basically, a woman will mirror the way you are.
Yep. Even 100%. Yeah.
You don't need to push your agenda onto a woman. Just live the way you are. Because when she observes the way you carry yourself, the way you live, the way you organize your household, and the way you are as a man, if she's really interested, if she really is into you, then she will conform to the way you are. Right. So that's what I want to say, gentlemen.
This is what I would add to that. Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was to say that's what's up. We reached it. Well,
let me just say this, and I think a lot of guys, they never had this. What Unique was talking about, and what we all experience is when a woman admires you.
Right.
Okay. When a woman admires you, the respect is already there. Okay. And he said mirroring. So when a woman admires you, she's sitting back and she's paying attention to how you move as a man. And she likes that. That shit is infectious to her. This is why she would start taking up the same hobbies and interests that you have.
Right.
Because she's mirroring that shit. But a lot of guys, they never had a woman really admire them. And what you have to understand, it takes a certain type of man with a certain type of influence to actually have women look at him in that way. I got it.
Thanks. Yeah, good point, Antonio. Yeah, go ahead, 50. Go ahead.
Now, I just want to say, I think men need to understand too, setting the tone in the relationship starts as soon as you introduce yourself. That you got to set the tone on everything, right? You got to make sure she understands, how you like things ran. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if you don't do that, then she's going to assume that you don't have any directions or structure in your life. And then she's going to be a woman, and then all of a sudden she's going to try to develop a plan in her own way, and that's the problem. That's why you men fall so hard for these women, because she remind you of mommy.
Right. Well, Phil, you made that right, setting a tone, but here lies the bigger problem. Where's the tone setting themselves?
Exactly. Yeah.
How can one set the tone? You're right. You set the tone, but what are the
ramifications if the tone you set is not meeting what you want? And this is where these guys go wrong. They can try to set a tone, but the tone must be set with the man first, because if she's not following the instructions, what is going to happen? See, the beautiful thing about us five is we are tone setters. We already know what's going to happen. And she knows, by knowing that we have other women and other options, that she is not important to us. There is nothing that she can do that can move her in front of a line when she is not showing us why she should even be in the line. So, it's crazy.
And shout out to the billionaire mindset. He's definitely gonna be on the he's gonna rock. He's gonna rock with us next week, man. Overtime. So I appreciate you, brother. And I see you, Surism, in there, man. I couldn't find your comment, man. But shout out, man. We got to rock one day.
Yo, Antonio, man. I'll give you the last word before I let you go, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say that, what all of you say is absolutely straight facts and straight truths. And I just want to say to anyone who wants to improve their lifestyle themselves, just like and subscribe to these gentlemen on the panel, to these kings, because you won't get this type of information from anywhere else, whether it be on YouTube or outside of YouTube.
Facts.
So please subscribe to these gentlemen, follow these gentlemen, and sign up to coach up with any one of them. Because if I can permit to say this, as Rosebud said in the Game Kings, there can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 different answers, all different. So I just want to say that, gentlemen.
All right, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Antonio. All right, man. Be safe out there, man. Be safe.
That's the type of conversations I like to have when it comes to the game, not this fuckery on YouTube where niggas is talking about, yo, what is game? Game doesn't exist, and the blue pill doesn't exist. The hypergamous, I ain't trying to hear all that bullshit.
Game is finessing women and just manipulating, tricking them.
Yeah, I ain't trying to talk about no fuck shit like that with you niggas. Go ahead.
And you know the thing with grooming, even if you look at the word grooming, you understand, it's like, if you groom the hairs on your body, right? If you groom your skin, it's all about influencing the direction of things. You understand? Like, so when you line up your shit, you're influencing the pattern of the way your hair grows.
Right.
That's grooming. You understand? So same thing with a woman. A woman is again, I always say this, a woman is an accessory. You understand? A woman is a heavy part of a woman's existence is to be affected by the things around her. You understand? We give her the seed, but see, the beautiful part about a woman though is that when you affect her, she multiplies whatever you give her.
Right. I agree with that.
This is not mine. This is something I got from the late Dr. Miles Monroe. He was a motivational speaker and a pastor, but he had this really cool speech, and I played it on Kay Zagin's show I think a week ago on Manhood is a Skill Set, and make sure y'all go subscribe to that, man. But yeah, anything you give a woman, she multiplies and gives it back to you. You understand? So this is why you being on point is so important, because like Antonio just said, you bring a woman to your house and it's messy and it look like shit. You almost have no, if she start like if she, take off her shoes and just kick it over wherever, and she's walking on your carpet with dirty shoes and she's doing all of this crazy shit. It's like you almost have no right to tell her nothing. Almost.
Exactly.
And it's still your house, but your house already dirty and look like shit. How you going to tell her, hey, I need you to be more neat than that? Like, they're following our lead.
Yep. Right.
Women are moldable and influenceable by nature. And I said this on another show the other day. We have to understand why women are so insecure. Women are insecure because they have been designed by nature to always be seeking influence. Right. A woman is insecure because she is designed by nature to always be in the process of seeking influence, to be seeking leadership, to be seeking grooming. She wants to be groomed.
Right.
That's why she's built that way, to be insecure, because she needs to be told what's the best course of action to take in her life. She needs to be told that shit. You understand? It's the same way that as humans we feel pain, because if we didn't feel pain, we would do a lot more stupid shit that would be very detrimental to our health.
Right.
Just on a practical level. That's why we feel pain as humans, right? So we can know, oh, something's wrong. Let me go to the doctor, or let me stretch, or let me, when you feel your muscles feeling all funny and shit, you eat a banana because you need some potassium. That's why you feel. You understand? So it's the same way a woman, she's insecure because it's her nature to always be in the process of looking for leadership, grooming. She's a mirror, like Antonio said earlier too. She's a mirror. She's gonna reflect what you give her every single time. And the problem, and that's the biggest problem with a lot of these dudes, is like they want everything around them to be easy and perfect and beautiful and pristine. And there's so much ugliness and poison inside them that they don't want to fix.
How you getting calls?
Let me
calls.
No, yeah, we get calls for now.
So here's something right there. Then this is why y'all. This is crazy. There's something wrong with you guys. I mean, being gullible, naive, and disillusioned is crazy to me. How can one even ask this question right here? The tone is always set with you. Right. You are the fucking tone.
You're the tone setter, motherfucker.
You are every. How the fuck do you think you're gonna be seen as a man if you don't set the tone or the standard with yourself first? What do you mean you guys are saying a man who can't set the tone with himself will always lose? That's what losers do. That's what. Okay, that's why 50 always say. That's why most of you guys, when you were in elementary school, there was that table all the way to that far corner where all the cheerleaders hung out. Around the cheerleaders were the next pretty layer of pretty girls, and the guys were there. Everybody wanted to hang out over there because that was the winner table. Because the winner.
That's why they hate us. That's why they hate us.
Right. And you guys,
we're the image of them.
Trays, looking far away, just walking by there. Because if you walk by there, 1950 will smack your
whole plate.
Goddamn head.
Your whole plate.
Miles will laugh at you. The car will call you a motherfucking punk. Goddamn Zag will flip your fucking hat, and you don't want to go over there because that's where
and all you're begging for is for us to do this.
Right, exactly.
All, bro. You're begging for that.
Check it out.
Just that.
These niggas sit at the table. You know where they had that big ass trash can where everybody dumped their trays? They sit next to that table. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when a milk spill on their ass.
By the way, I never dumped my tray. I handed it to her. Take care of this. Just wanted to train her young.
Well, Miles was saying some real. He was talking about how the woman, she's gonna marry you. Right. And she's gonna give you what you give her. Right. Mm-hmm. Because this is the thing. This is why so many guys don't understand when women treat them like shit. Yeah. Because you're giving her shit, bro. Meaning you're giving her shit to work with because you see yourself as an ain't shit nigga on the inside. You see what I'm saying? So therefore what happens is that she looks at you and she's like, oh, this nigga's a bitch. So let me treat him like a bitch because that's what he's presenting to me. You see what I'm saying? But they never see that shit. They always think that the woman is working just by herself. That's not how women work. You understand what I'm saying? That's not how anything works. Everything works with other things. So if you are interacting with a woman and she's your counterpart and you're the leader, then guess what? Her reaction is to your leadership. Right. And people got to understand, leadership comes in all different forms. So what happens is even if you're in the friend zone, guess what? You led her to putting you in the friend zone by how you're acting. You led her to disrespect you by how you're acting, how you're being. You see what I'm saying? Then you want to point the finger and say it's her fault, but you have to understand it's your fault because how she's acting towards you and how she's being towards you is you allowing her to be like that. It's not like you met a girl and you said what up and she started going crazy and then you just left. A lot of niggas don't do that. A lot of niggas see the red flags, but they continue to fuck with the girl because they're thirsty for pussy. And then because they pursue her, because they're thirsty for pussy, they start to stumble upon problems. Then they say it's the woman that did it. It's her fault. But no, nigga, you kept going after her. Knowing that this chick was acting this way. But also, you didn't even have enough influence for that woman to see you as a man for her to stop acting that way. You see what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
Well, let me ask this. Yeah. If you work in a production-based business, right? Like in corporate America, you have different departments and teams. If you look at how the team is performing and their production is low, they're going to look at the leader. They're going to look at the supervisor.
Exactly.
If you look at the other team where they're flourishing and they're exceeding expectations, they're going to look at the supervisor.
Exactly.
So I said all this to say this and to piggyback of what you said, Lucario, leadership comes in all forms and sizes. There's good leadership and bad leadership. Women will follow you. They're going to take their cues from you. So if you are a bad leader or horrible leader or leader with no direction, they're going to have no direction in your situation. Because you're inconsistent, you're going to get inconsistent behaviors from that woman. That's how that works. Good leaders get consistency. So when we talk about grooming chicks, this is why when Antonio was saying, when a woman comes into your house and your house is clean, she is seeing your leadership on display without you having to speak on it.
And I want to say, all you men too, searching for validation through women too. You use a bitch ass man, right? A lot of men want to be, words of affirmation. They love language. You know what my love language is? Listening. Right? Exactly. That's what the fuck my love language is. So let me just say to you, men, real quick. Let me put it to you this quick. So when you're searching for validation through a woman, you need all this praise and all this respect from her when it comes to verbal things. Her validation to me is her behavior, and how she responds, how she acts without me around, how she follows through with what she said she was going to do. Those things tell me how my leadership looks. If she's not doing those things, that means I'm a terrible leader, and I have to look in the mirror, right? And I would suggest to you, man, if you're not cool inside, just smash women and leave them alone. Stop fucking up the ecosystem.
Right.
You men, I'm telling you, there are so many women that miss out on so many great men because they're so effed up in the head for dealing with so many suckers that I'm not a healer. I will never, first of all, if you're on medication or if you got past trauma, you would never be on my list. Get the fuck away from me. So I'm not a healer. There's men out there that want to heal fucking women and we can go through this. I'm not that guy. So what I'm saying to you is you have limited this woman's ability to get a great man because she's fucked up in the head.
That's a fact.
You bitch ass men are lining up and then complaining about women not taking accountability. But what the fuck did y'all do to this woman for her to be walking around thinking she can't even look at a man? She can't even talk to a man because she's afraid for her life. So many creepsters, so many times men just fucking didn't tell them the truth, just cheated on them so bad they don't trust no man. I immediately see in the beginning that she got problems and issues. That's what it is. Because your motherfucking ass is not going to waste my time. By the way, shameless plug, next show we're going to talk about women wasting time in the overtime session with my guy Miles Cunningham and boy Kay Zaggin and Alfie Kingdom and AV is going to come through. So we're going to rock and roll the next show. Go ahead, y'all.
All right, we got a call.
Let's go.
All right, 646. You're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Let's get your name, age, and city. What's up? Oh my god!
You see?
You damn nigga!
I'm sure the error code was in Brazil.
guys, call in, man. 516-387-1224. 516-387-1224.
That call was I think that call was probably one of the most important calls that we had. That call we just had right there. I think it's the most important call that we had today because it shows how these young boys are being groomed by mom. There's a lot of, even in those few seconds, and see, when y'all know game, as these guys in the panel know, this is why that call was the most important call of the show, because it shows how most of you guys are. He is you, which you just heard on there. He is the majority of you guys right now that has no sense of self. And instead of wanting to humble oneself to learn game from 5 motherfucking sharks on this panel, you want to deter game because you don't want to learn it. So you don't want anyone else to learn. So you want to come in and be disruptive, a disruptive mind, disruptive actions. And thus, this is why a lot of you guys lose, because your disruption is you really don't want to learn game. You really don't want to win. And because you don't want to win, you want to do everything you can to just come on here and act like the bitch we know you are, because that's where you came from and that's how you are. So I just want to say that was a very important call right there, Miles.
Well, they want to be disruptive. You know what I'm saying? Classes in session and they want to be disruptive.
Right.
If we don't have any calls, there's a question by Peach Rose that is starred and shit.
Shame. A woman asked a woman. See, we get a question by a woman. Ain't that a fucking shame? We had a show, but a woman's asked, where's it at? To Zag, and I'll grab it.
It's in the starred category. You just look at
it's in the star. Okay,
yeah,
okay, thank you. Okay, here you go.
Okay.
And shout out to the woman moderator, real quick. Shout out to the woman moderators. I want to let you guys know that there are women in here. there are women in here putting in work for us that are blocking you and deleting your comments. No other channel on YouTube is doing that.
Oh, but you know what it is though? They are used to rejecting bitch ass niggas. So them getting them niggas up out of here is something that's
and guys, listen, call up and don't try, because see, this is the problem. Y'all don't understand about being assertive, and y'all don't understand about timing. Y'all hesitating in life. This is why y'all hesitating to call in, because y'all niggas be calling in all at the last fucking minute, and then y'all don't actually get the time y'all need to get your questions answered. So call in ASAP. Don't be waiting to the last minute, people. So this question is, what can a woman do to let a man know that she will be a reliable asset?
Be compliant and cooperative.
Yeah, but see, here's the
That's
thing.
how you started off.
Yeah, Peach, here's the problem. Again, woman emotional. You're not thinking with logic. Your question's coming from an emotional standpoint. When you're dealing with a man, you don't have to do shit, because you're going to already motherfucking know from Jump Street where you are, where you stand, and what work you got to do to get that man's time, attention, and respect. And then if you're lucky enough, you will get his dick if you know how to behave and show him value and worth in what you are. So I see you're coming from a female perspective, but you don't have to do that around a man.
And he's showing too much skin in that YouTube picture right there. For me, too much fucking skin.
Yo, I would say real quick, that she has to. You're right, Steve. She is not much that she has to do, because if she's dealing with an on point dude, things are going to be laid out for her.
Yeah.
So it's really up to her to realize if she sees a standard that she's willing to uphold. Right. That's really it. Because a lot of you guys a lot of the guys out there who are working on things and are becoming that type of on point man, a lot of times they still get hurt by rejection. And what you have to understand is that you see a big part of why guys get pissed off by rejection is because they still got women on a fucking pedestal. And I'm explaining that because a lot of the times, the reason why a woman, or you think a woman, rejects you, it's not that she rejects you, is that she realizes you're an on-point motherfucker and she cannot manipulate you, and she can't step up to your level.
Right, exactly.
So she has to decline. And sometimes they're mad at the fact that they can't step up to your level, so they disrespectfully decline. And you think that you've been rejected when it's just her running away from a level that she can't get to.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying? Because to still go with the question, you don't have to do much as a woman. You see the path laid out. The nigga done laid it out for you. You see my house is clean. You see the way I dress. You see the way I talk. You see my education level. You see the way I groom. You see the way I structure my life. You see how I invited you out to this place. You see the type of place it is. You see it. You understand? Because chicks, one thing with females are very
you're right,
perceptive. So they could look at it. Look, when the nigga's walking up to them, they're already looking at his shoes, his hands, and his dental work, his mouth. They already know the level of man they dealing with just based on the condition of his shoes. They already know the level of man they dealing with based on the cleanliness of his fucking nails. They already know the level of man they dealing with based on his fucking mouth, his dental work. You get what I'm saying? They already know these things. So very astute, Steve. You already knocked that shit out. She's looking at it from a base level female standpoint. But the truth is, as a woman, you don't got to do that much work if the nigga's on point.
Right. And also, I'll say this real quick, is that to answer Peach's question, you also have to be able to recognize an on point guy and try to limit your time with losers.
Yeah.
What happens is a lot of women like to rest in losers, meaning they like to use losers for the time being until they find a winner. But guess what happens? When you rest in losers, then you start to become a loser yourself as a woman. What happens is when you meet the on-point guy, you're taking all that loser energy that you got from the loser that you were trying to waste time with and take his attention. You bring that to the on-point dude, and the on-point dude is looking at you like, bitch, you're gonna have to clean up and shape up, because I ain't really, you understand what I'm saying? So now you're making it harder for you to attract the on point guy because you have now become just like the losers you've been hanging out with and who you've been spending time with.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
We got a call too, and I just want to say real quick, shout out to AM1 in the chat because he I consulted with him real quick and he inspired my whole background setup. So shout out to him real quick. Just want to say that real quick.
He's dope.
And AM1 as well. AM1 is a super dope videographer, photographer, camera dude. So get on his Instagram, and if you need some videography work,
YouTube. We got to go to YouTube too.
Yeah, you got a dope YouTube as well. Facts. 772. You're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. What's going on with you? Name, age, and city.
My name's Trevor. I'm 17 and I'm from Fort Myers, Florida.
We hate to do it to you, fam. You're a minor. We can't holler at you right now.
You got to call back next year, bro.
Yeah. You got to call back when you turn 18, bro. We appreciate you, though.
Hold on. You said I can't. I said 18. What you mean?
No, you said 17.
Hey, man, we men, dog. We listen.
Yeah, now we really got to get rid of you. So that's a wrap. All right, so call in, guys. It's a 516-387-1224. 516-387-1224.
We got a few questions. I don't know if y'all seen some that y'all think
hold on. We got another one came in. 443. You're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, and city. What's up?
Yeah, my name Kev. I'm 33. I'm from Baltimore. Shout out to y'all guys, man. I'll be watching
DMV.
With y'all.
All right, what's up?
I do got a question though. How do I make a woman like an asset when I don't even want to keep her permanently?
And then don't. How simple is that? Ain't that simple? You should. You don't even. Yeah, it's
like a man slut sometimes, man. Because I just be running through.
There's no such thing as a man slut.
You know what I'm saying?
What is a man slut?
Wait,
I'm not a slut by running through like hundreds of bitches.
So if you think you're a man slut, then you think a woman is a slut also for doing the same, right?
Facts.
Okay. So let me ask you this: where did you get all these titles, and why are you living in other people's lenses?
I don't feel like I'm living in nobody else's lenses, but
no, nigga. One or two or a couple of them bitches that you fuck called you a man slut, and you embraced it.
You hugged it. You're hugging the title, and look, dog. I'm not here to jam you up. I'm just trying to make sure you understand when you talk as a man, words mean shit. So you got to make sure, brother. Like when you come, look. Let me just say this. If you like fucking just smashing women, there is nothing wrong with your lifestyle, right? Now, as on the other end though, if you want something of an asset from a woman, I will tell you, in order for you to be valuable, you're going to need to teach this woman something. And even in those situations, you need to lead.
Yeah.
Even in the smashing situation, you need to lead.
Facts.
You can't make suggest. Hey, I was thinking if you're open to, just if you wanted to come by. I don't know if you free, but if you want to hook up later, I'm free. That's bitch assness, right? No, you lead. Look, I'm hitting that bottom tonight. Clear your schedule.
Right.
You see, this barely that. I just want you to know though. Eventually, that's gonna run out for you, and I'm only saying this because. Eventually, you're going to want more value from a woman, or you may be doing what you're doing because you don't know how to get value from a woman. Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah. And hold on real second. Caller. Hold on real second. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna let you talk. Hold on. Shout out to Michael M for the $50 super chat. He says, much respect to the panel. You are always putting out that ism, just showing respect all the way from Poland by way of California. I will have to catch the replay. All right, go ahead, caller. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm listening to y'all. I'm just soaking up the game, man. Pretty much, we'll be watching y'all soaking up the game.
Yeah, but that's the question to you though. That's the question to you though. Do you have an understanding of, like, even if you wanted to turn a woman into an asset, what about your life can a woman participate in? What protocols and standards do you have in your own life that are assets to you in the first place?
Yeah, that's the situation with it. It's like, you know what I mean? I be having so many choices. I need to, like, I feel like I'm overstimulated, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
This
Like,
is the thing, though. This is the thing.
What is overstimulating?
Wait a second, I'll go after you. Go ahead.
Well, let me just say this, caller. There's a saying that just because someone desires you doesn't mean they value you. So you're having sex with all these women that desire you, but let me tell you how you know for a fact they don't value you. When you value something, you respect it. Okay. If women respected you, they would be an asset to you. Okay, you're not getting that type of situation because all you're getting is the desired component, but they don't value you as a man, homie.
Yeah, and also you have to understand this.
All right.
If you're just fucking a chick, right? Like if you know, you look at this girl, you say, you know what, I just want to fuck her. That's my purpose for this particular woman. Then you actually shouldn't be trying to make her an asset. Because what happens is that to make the woman an asset in your life, that means that she's going to be taking on more responsibility. Taking on more responsibility means more investment on her end. More investment on her end means more attachment. More attachment means that there's more responsibility on your end to make sure that you're maintaining that situation with that woman. Right. So if you're not trying to maintain a situation with a woman, then there's no reason to make her an asset.
Yeah, he's on an intent. I call it intent versus result. See, your intent is everything you said. You keep bringing bitches in the fucking conversation that has nothing to do with anything. So but you're not pushing the result of who you are by your actions. All I hear is women. I get women. I'm fucking women. God damn it. That's just like to us, like fucking turn on a light switch. That's nothing to men that's getting pussy. So you got which shows us that you're really about it is when you're talking more about yourself and not these fucking bitches and what they think.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got more respect for a man that I go over his house and all of a sudden some woman comes out the back with lemonade on a tray.
Right. Facts.
You know what I mean? Hey, you guys need anything before I go upstairs? Or
yes,
that right there tells me a lot about this man. That's the respect. So if you tell me, oh, you know, I smashed 10 bitches, I'm like, all right. All right.
Right.
What did you get of value from them 10 bitches you smashed?
Yeah.
It's experiment gum, Altoids. Nigga, that ain't shit. This is what I'm saying. You motherfucking men gotta have value from these bitches. Dick is not for free.
Yeah.
Like, wow, you giving away your dick for free. That means you're just flooding the market with dick.
We just talked about this last week. Niggas checking off their dick.
Just flooding the market with dick. You know, have you ever went to the 99-cent store and you walk around there and you be like, man, I see why this shit is 99 cents. But when you go to fucking a store with high-end shit, you barely want to touch it because you don't want to break it. Right. That's the type of dick I give out. Right. So this is what I'm saying. You're flooding the market.
Hey, what kind of shoes he wear?
He got some brown penny loafers in with a penny in it. No socks. No socks.
No, man.
This nigga said he got goddamn dollar store dick and shit.
You got dollar store dick, nigga. You giving it out. No woman's gonna respect you with dollar store dick, nigga.
But y'all right. Value myself, you know what I'm saying? I need to add more value to myself before I start, I guess seeking help.
Well,
your dick too.
Not only that, caller. Not only that, but the thing is that you see, I think the bigger problem for you is you're worried about what you truly desire and what people think about you, though. Because you sound like I hear outside influence in your rhetoric. So what I'm saying is you don't. Because your life could be perfectly fine, but you just don't see it that way because one or two of these bitches, like I said to you, oh, you're a man whore or you're a man slut, and you took that shit to heart like a bitch. You understand what I'm saying? I'm asking you, what do you want for your life, homie? What do you want for your life? But like, what's valuable to you? Because if it's valuable to you to rack up numbers and just get as many bodies as you can, and that's your legacy, then fuck it, that's you. But you gotta embrace that and let that be who you are and stop worrying about what other niggas think.
Right, that's a fact.
You're right. I think I'm gonna just probably be a player. Like I don't really
see.
No. See, this is what I'm saying. You said I'll probably just be a player.
Yeah, you're right.
But let me ask you, what is a player to you? Because I want to get the definition. What's the player?
I mean, I feel like a man with multiple women, that the women kind of know about each other. You know what I mean? Keeping it.
What you mean? Kind of know? Either they know or they don't, fam.
Because I mean, the liar. I don't want to be a liar. I'd rather be a player. It's different.
Right. Okay.
Well, also you just gotta understand, bro. You just gotta understand what you want to do and what you're doing means. And I think a lot of guys don't understand that aspect of what they're doing means. Meaning, like, guys just do shit and they don't understand the implications of what they're doing. So if you want to be a player, that's good, that's cool, and you make that decision. But also, being a player, you have to understand what that entails. And like you said, you ain't gonna lie to the chicks, which is good. You feel what I'm saying? You do what you do, but also when you're being that player, right? You can't necessarily invest a lot of time, energy, and attention, and then try to make a chick an asset to you if you are that player in that regard. Because then what's going to happen is that's going to be a hindrance to you being a player. So that's what I mean, where you got to understand what you're doing. It's just like when the niggas say, I want a chick to be a fuck buddy, but then he taking her out on dates and cuddling with her. You understand what I'm saying? You got to know. You got to say what you're doing and be about what you're saying you're doing. That's what I'm saying.
Last thing, caller. Let me ask you a question, man. I need you to be totally honest. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to tell me if you ever asked a woman, if you ever told a woman this before, all right? You have not done enough for this dick yet. You don't deserve it.
Ooh, I never thought to say no shit like that.
This is what I'm saying.
But I never said.
Well, let me tell you why it needs to happen. You know how many times a woman has actually said, if you get my pussy wet and you don't give me none, I will never talk to you again. I can respect it. Right. You might as well not talk to me ever again now then.
No, exactly.
But you need to understand that dick is a gift.
Dick is a gift.
It's a gift. And until you understand that level of that gift, then you will never ever have value to yourself.
That's a fact.
Bitch, you didn't do nothing for this. What have you done to deserve this dick? You think you just about to get this dick? Have you ever said that to a woman? You know why? Because y'all are afraid to ask.
Hold on.
I got to ask you
I'm gonna go after you, L. I'm gonna go after you.
That's an important question. Caller, have you ever given dick to a woman who disrespected you? Like she disrespected you, was like, fuck it, I'm gonna fuck this bitch anyway. You ever did that?
Hell yeah,
that's why they don't value you. That's why they don't value you.
That's the issue right there, caller. That's why. I appreciate you being honest, but that's the issue right there. That's what we talking about.
Let me ask the caller.
We must be psychics. We must be psychics. But go ahead.
Let me ask the caller. Have you ever been in a position where you could have had sex and you told a woman no?
Yeah, I did that a couple times.
Okay,
because I wasn't attracted to this motherfucker. That's right.
No, that don't count. That don't count.
Right.
It has to be a woman that you are attracted to.
Right.
Have you ever been in a position where you really wanted to bang it out with shorty, and she said or did something you wasn't feeling? You be like, no, you can't get this dick.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
That's the problem.
That's what we talking about.
I live in the petty.
Yeah.
But there's been times that she forgot my ice water to bring to the room. Prior to me, I'm like, this woman don't listen. Man, I'm out.
Right, and caller, that's what we talking about. We're not saying don't fuck. What we're saying is the chick has to be doing things to be worthy of getting the dick. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what it is right there, man.
Put a little bit more value. Put a little bit more value on it, bro. For real. Put just a little bit, because you said, let me see. And this is another thing too. And you, caller, you cool, but a lot of guys they call up and I ran through hundreds and hundreds of bitches, and my question is always, so where they at?
Right, exactly.
You understand? And it's because it would be weird to me, honestly, to go through. Bro, what's your longest situation? Like, what's your longest relationship ever been, homie? Just curious.
Man, it was like 4 years, but I ain't gonna lie, I cheated, but it was 4 years.
Okay, you had one situation that was 4 years, but I mean,
I cheated, bro. Like I'm Like, yeah.
No. Hold on. In the time, I'm talking about in a time of you just like giving out dick on some player shit though. Like, what was your longest? Like, you know, a bitch that just kept coming back for the dick and kept coming back. Like, how long?
A fuck buddy situation or whatever the fuck.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm still fucking bitches from when I was a teenager, bro. Like, the bitches still be coming back.
Okay. All right. Well, at least.
But
those bitches, those are the bitches that you need to start grooming and making them bring over a fucking carton of orange juice or something.
Right. Exactly.
Like, these bitches gotta. They be wanting me to come over for dinner and shit like that.
No. You don't go to them. They gotta come to you. Make them come to you. Make them bring some shit. Make them cook some shit. You understand what I'm saying? Make them buy you a new watch every once in a while, a new shirt. You know, keep you dipped out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what you're supposed to do with that type of situation, bro.
Yeah, but all you're doing is fucking. That's the caller. Then you're the problem. Caller. Then you're the fucking problem. Because if all you're getting is pussy, then you are weak as fuck.
Right.
All you're getting is pussy. That's it.
I'm about to say I don't get big money shit. Like, I just probably get like a
what? Valentine's Day, Christmas?
No, he said he got a couple of hotels.
It ain't a lot. They ain't buy me a car or nothing. You know
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Laced up.
All right, they keep.
I need to be added to a credit line or something.
Yeah, that's what I think I need to do next. That credit line.
Well, if I'm telling you, stop giving away this dollar store dick, and you will be more respected, bro. They will do a lot more for you. I'm dead serious, bro. I'm dead serious, dog. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Go ahead and try that. I want when a woman, you know, hits you up for some dick, you let her know. Say, what have you done for this dick?
Right.
You don't deserve this dick right now.
Right.
Do something to deserve it. And I want you to see how good your dick is. Because then you'll see the test. If she be like, oh yeah, no pass.
Right.
Then you know that you got weak dick.
and she starts begging you, come on, please. No, you're like, nah, girl. Make her do some shit.
And one more question before we get to the next caller. Because you've been through hundreds, right? Who's
probably like touching full?
Who is enjoying themselves more, you or the bitch?
Shit, that's the problem. I feel like they be enjoying it more.
Nah, nigga, you be moaning and shit, begging.
He one of them niggas that be posting shit to Pornhub. You hear that nigga moaning louder than the bitch and shit.
Man, you gotta be free in the session.
That's probably my problem right there.
Yo, that's the point.
You be moaning?
Caller, that's the point I'm trying to make.
I don't moan during sex. That's the issue they be having with me and shit.
Right.
I don't moan. I still lead in that. I'm giving directions.
Do you dirty talk?
Yeah,
do you dirty talk and shit?
Not really. Like,
oh, nigga, you're boring. These bitches are they running through you.
Y'all niggas, man, y'all got all the games.
Oh, by the way, that nigga 50 don't moan. He grunts.
Yeah, nigga.
That nigga just grunts. He just grunts and shit.
Caller. There's a lot more that you can explore as far as your sexuality, but that's a whole other thing. I mean, maybe you could get one of us a coaching for that, but. What I'm saying is, this is what a lot of guys never consider, and they never really understand.
Dick is a gift.
Look, a woman always enjoys herself more. Like this is why it's so weird that it's like we trying to convince them to do this shit when we already know, bitch, you gonna be having a better time than me. Yeah, right. I'm saying that's the crazy part, but again. We have to understand our value as men, and homie, you know, I thank you for calling in and sharing your story, but put a little bit more value in yourself, you know, as you and live your life how you want to live it, man. Don't let a lot of bitches is gonna look their nose down at you because you're not a fucking manipulated, you know, settle down, married type of nigga. Don't let that shit affect you, bro. I'm telling you, it's a fucked up thing when women want to look their nose down at you because you're not the settle down type. And trust me, I live it. Trust me, you know what I'm saying. And I've seen it. But you can't. This is exactly why you gotta. Your only safe space in this world is your own identity, homie. You understand? So don't let nobody affect that peace. Okay.
And make access to you more lucrative.
Right.
Yeah.
I take some lucrative dick.
Monetize the dick.
Watching y'all fellas, man. Y'all be easy, man. Be safe out here.
All right, peace, bro. All right, we're gonna get the next one. 862, you're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, and city. What's up?
Barry, 23, Jersey.
All right, what's going on with you? How can we help you?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? I was listening to y'all, and I was thinking, like, so you guys are saying pretty much I should be more stingy with giving females a dick and shit, right? Like I should get more out of a chick than just that because it's surface level, right?
Well,
did we just answer this question?
Nah, wait.
I'm just trying to make sure I got it understood because it's like, okay, I can get the buns, but like she should be giving me other shit too, right? Like,
Caller, what we're saying is that whenever you give a woman anything, dick, attention, time, energy, whatever, right? She should be worthy of that, and she's only worthy of that based off of her cooperation and compliance with you. You see what I'm saying? So whatever it is you're doing. So if you're just talking about dick specifically, if you, for example, is talking to a chick and you say, yo, come meet me here tonight. And then she's like, oh, but I don't know. How about we do this and do that other shit? And she's being combative and all that other stuff. Then don't give her no dick. You understand what I'm saying? Because she deserve it because she's not cooperating with you. You understand what I'm saying?
Let me say this to the caller. You should only deal with women on your terms. Period.
Right.
Whatever those are.
Right.
See, here's the thing. If you're the type of dude where you're not looking for anything serious and you just want to casually date and just have sex, there's nothing wrong with that. But like Elle was saying, at the same time, though, you have to have rules for yourself where you say only chicks who behave in this manner can get this dick.
Right.
Period. They have to behave exactly like to a T. Mm-hmm. Exactly like this.
Facts.
If they don't, I ain't fucking them.
Right. And even if they want to fuck you,
cooperation.
You know what I'm saying? You don't do it.
No,
I like it. Hey, hell, that's real talk. I mean, again, caller, you have to value yourself so much in order for this person to be in your presence. They have to create some type of value.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't view pussy as a value, and I think a lot like it. It's an act, right? But it's even exchanged. Sometimes it's not even because I'm pretty great. But what I would say to you is as a man, you have to value yourself enough.
I like that 50.
Yeah, straight up. You got to value yourself enough to know that, hey, why is she here?
Mm.
She obviously sees something that she wants from me. What is that? And and that's her thought. So you, as the man, don't need to worry about that because that's her thought. Your thought should be, what value can I get from this woman in order to make whatever I do in my life easier? That makes sense to you?
Okay. So she's got to join my program and be
because she got to join. No, she's going to join if she's influenced by you, bro.
But he has no program. That's the problem.
She must assimilate.
Caller. Listen, what is your program?
Yeah, you ain't got no. What's your program, brother?
Like in particular.
Then stop. You
I'm
can't tell what 2 + 2 is.
That's pretty much it. Like I pretty much got what I got going on.
You ain't got nothing going on because you ain't got no program. That's your problem. You just wide open. That's what they're trying to explain to you.
Exactly. Wide open. I'm glad you put it like that, Steve. Wide open. Wide open.
Yeah, well, a woman can't have a program with you if you ain't got one for yourself because you're the one leading her from your program. But here's the problem. You're on their program, I think, and you don't even realize that shit.
Caller, are you a Star Trek fan, caller? You in the Star Trek?
It's all Trekkies, motherfucker. Trekkies.
You Trekkies?
Yes.
I fucking hate Star Trek.
The reason why I asked caller because there was a Star Trek series where you remember the Borg, right?
Yes, Borg.
So the Borg basically, the Borg would take you over and they would say resistance is futile. You must assimilate. Period. Like you can't resist this shit. You must assimilate. You know what I'm saying? Right. So if a woman's gonna fuck with you, she must assimilate into your life. However you do things, she must assimilate. Any resistance, any hesitance, be gone.
Yeah. I don't really like resistance. I don't like that at all.
I don't like it at all either.
I like for them to curl up on me and shit. I like to make him feel like, okay, bitch, I'm controlling you. Yeah, I must keep it in gutter, man. Hey, hey, ain't that what you want? Have you ever got next to a woman and you got so close to her and you look her in her eyes and she can't even look at you in the eyes no more? That's how strong you are to her.
Right.
Yes. That's when you grab the back of her arm and say, you coming with me. Domination. Learn it.
Right.
Right now, you're tippy-toeing around women, man. You're asking permission.
And you don't do that. You never ask permission. Look, let me tell y'all something. Women do not like passive men.
Right. Not at all.
Not at all. What I'm saying, you must call her. You must dominate every scenario. You must be assertive and just walk up in there like you running shit.
Yeah.
Off top.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, and I'll say too to add to that.
I'm supposed to assume.
This is what you see, that whole thing about being assertive. The world has become so bitch that just a man being assertive makes him a bad boy. You see that shit?
Yeah.
Saying that shit.
Right.
The world is so fucking offended and victimized and fucking on some pussy shit. It's like just a man just saying, "Hey, this is who I am." Oh my, you are who you are?
Yeah. That's facts.
Well, I never like, and that's why people like Andrew Tate getting canceled. That's why it's so much shit going on with all of this bullshit. A motherfucker just explaining what he thinks and what he believes, and all of a sudden he's masculine and he's toxic and all of this bullshit. And it's like, no. And again, I know it sounds like a shameless plug, but it's real to me. The masculine identity membership was created because it's like, I'm trying to save this shit, bro. Like I'm really like,
Yes.
You understand? Because they don't even want to hold on to one gender or the other. They just want to fucking put vanilla ice cream over everything and act like we all the same. No. There is something called a masculine identity, and it will be upheld and it will be respected. Fuck out of here.
That's some real shit. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, Cole, I give you the last word before we let you go, man.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot, for your advice here. Y'all really maintaining that masculinity that we need with this whole agenda going to demasculate a nigga out here. But
masculinity is on life support out here.
And please get some respect for yourself, man.
Yeah,
get some respect for yourself, man, and know your dominance, man. Know it's inside of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, call up.
Much appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Take it easy, man. Thanks for calling the show. Appreciate you. All right. We got another 111. 111. You're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, and city. What's going on with you?
What's up, D? Bay Area 20. How you guys doing?
Hey, what's going on, man? How can we help you?
Just chilling. My bulging disc is getting better. Hey, what kind of music
Let's say bulging disc.
recommend when a woman comes over? Usually it's like I play Ghostface Killer or like piano stuff, but you guys got like
okay, hold on, call it. Let me ask you a question. Okay, let me ask you a question. So here's the thing. Okay, and I'm gonna pass it to my brothers right after this.
I fuck with Ghostface, dog. I will tell you.
But see, here's the thing though. Whatever music, call it. Hold on, real quick. Call it. You call it. You know what I used to do? Hold on, call. You know what I used to do?
Yeah, sure.
When I would go out,
my dogs.
Okay, hold on, call it. When I would go out and do my thing, and I know a babe was coming to the crib, I would already have my shit on play and looping. But I play what I like. Fuck what she like.
Playlist.
Yeah. I got a bedroom bully playlist.
As he drove around the neighborhood on his bike, said hi to all the garbage men. He had an upbeat attitude and he was always playing, and I really took that. So every time I'm going around the neighborhood now, saying what's up to everybody, and my old friends are grass eating lions. That's what they are, and I want to give a shout out to Dean. And I love when Dean would have Rosebud with him. Those two were like
you love it, huh? You love Dean.
And King Kong. I love those two together. Those
You
guys.
love Dean.
Anybody fuck with you, dude, they gotta fuck with me.
Caller. Look, when I was young, like in the 7th, 8th grade, we would have tapes. We'd have fuck tapes. So the fuck tapes are set up based off of the tone that you want to set for the situation. So you just got to figure out what situation that you want to describe to the woman that comes over to your place. If it's just a laid back thing, play with it if you want. I mean, it's up to you.
And if you got to be a bedroom bully. You can't all this old. You're not making love to these bitches.
Yeah, I want to just hear Wu-Tang. It pumps me up.
Then fuck to Wu-Tang then. Tupac has been on plenty of times for me.
It's a really good song. You guys ever heard that shit? One by Ghostface Killer. That song.
I mean, this is not, bro. This is not Source Magazine stream.
So you think it's hip hop show or some shit. But yeah, play what you want, nigga, and then just.
I think, like in my opinion, that you brought up Andrew Tate. I don't think that guy's shit compared to the Dean. Dean was fucking run circles around us.
Goodness, he is.
It's a real bromance going on here. Put that nigga right there. That's a real bromance going on. We need to find a way to put hearts around Steve or something. Yeah, damn.
What kind of shoes are you wearing, 50?
The criticism I got towards Dean.
What kind of shoes are you wearing?
I don't know why.
What kind of shoes are you wearing, Fifth?
Oh, come on, bro. You already know. He got them and ones on. Them all white and ones.
Not the old Shaq.
No. Oh, the Shacks is pretty bad too. They $30 Shacks that at Kmart. They were pretty bad. But all right, man. You have a good day, man. I appreciate you calling in, brother.
All right.
All righty.
We appreciate you supporting the show, man.
Do some push-ups and shout out to the Dean and Rosebud.
Oh my God!
And Wu-Tang is for the children.
Yes, he's about to go.
Telling you, dog. If he's seen you in person, you're getting tackled.
He about to get some lotion and napkins and go watch old videos.
He wants to find a full body image of Steve and shit and talk something like that.
Oh, they got a fat head of Steve on his fucking wall and shit.
Yo, remember guys, call in 516-387-1224, 516-387-1224. Please don't be trying to call in at the last minute, guys. Come on now.
Right, exactly. That's facts. Oh my God. That's funny. So guys, if you have a question, put a Q in the chat. We're gonna call in number 516-387-1224. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah, man. Going back to this topic, man, I think what a lot of guys have to understand is their direct experience with women is based off the guy that they are. So every time when I hear dudes bitching and moaning about women, I just want to like escort them to the mirror and be like, that guy you see in the mirror, that's the problem, my nigga. Ain't nobody else but
exactly.
That's you. So whenever a dude is complaining about women, he's the problem. I said this on Facebook the other day. I was like, these dudes out here that have problems with women, they don't understand that they are the problem. Is that serious? And then a lot of these dudes, because they don't understand that, they be like, oh, well, you're not giving any accountability to the woman and blah, blah, blah. If a woman is under your leadership, you take all accountability.
All accountability.
I understand. Look at it.
It's kind of like if you're the captain of your ship, you go down with your ship.
Right, exactly.
That's what you do. You fall on the sword, you take ownership. And let me just say this about that. This is what guys got to understand. This is why we don't blame women. And now I'm not saying that women aren't culpable for shit.
Right.
I'm not saying that women don't do goofy shit. They most definitely do. But it's not about that. At the end of the day, you invited her into your life.
Exactly.
So whatever befalls you, whatever happens to you, and here's the thing, this trips me out about guys. Women just don't flip out. There are signs that they are capable of doing goofy shit to you. But like Elle said earlier, you ignore it.
Exactly.
But also,
either the chick is bad or because you want sex. Who was saying?
No, I'm just saying. Well, here's the thing that's weird. Who gives a fuck what she is and what she does? I still don't understand why do people care what she's doing or what she has been doing when you meet her. What is her past or whatever the fuck she's doing have to do with you? It doesn't make sense to me.
Right. Also, Pim Doggy Dog said it was a mixtape. Just type in Mr. Locaria mixtape on YouTube. You'll find it. Shit, you feel me? So how do you find where you want to go in life instead of aimlessly going with the motion?
Y'all niggas ain't got no. Y'all niggas ain't got no.
Basically, what he's saying, he's a bitch ass nigga, man.
Yeah, but where's common sense at? If you got dating coaches here that can help you, it's right in front of your fucking face. Why would you ask a dumbass question when the answer is right in your face? It doesn't make any sense, man. You know, I always say it's law zero, man. Everybody can't be a man, dog. Y'all might have to understand this, dude. Most of y'all guys, y'all ain't built for this shit. A lot of y'all bird watching motherfuckers, y'all ain't built for this shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
See, and let me just say this about dudes who constantly complain about women, and they look at women strictly as a liability. These dudes are projecting their own inadequacies. That's all they're doing is they are projecting, and they're looking for an echo chamber for a bunch of motherfuckers to agree with them. And there is no shortage of losers who will flock, you know what I'm saying, and agree with the bullshit.
Facts.
My thing is, see, this is how you know it's all bullshit. How is it possible that you have this group of men or crop of men over here who ain't complaining about women and who are having things go their way? Then you have this other crop of men or group of men who complain about bitches all day. If women were really the problem, there would be no separation. Every man would be complaining about women. So what that tells you is there's something wrong with these dudes. Women don't respect these dudes. There's something wrong with how these dudes is moving in the interaction they have with women. Because we all know women do not, see, guys think women treat every guy the same. They think, oh, women are inherently evil. They want to use every guy. No, women know who they can fuck around with and do goofy shit with and who they got to get in line for. They understand that. So women will treat men differently based on the man. That will always exist.
Right. It's a fact. So Victor says, should I cut my mom off for being disrespectful and toxic?
Hell yeah.
I would.
Oh yeah. You know
go answer your mom. Okay. You love her, but she got to go.
Listen, family is just strangers with your DNA.
That's it.
You understand? Not every family you're born into is you people who are in a family and where they have healthy relationships and they're born into a family of healthy, well-adjusted people, they're lucky. You understand? Don't ever think you're guaranteed to be born into a family of healthy, well-adjusted people that love you just like that. You understand? You're actually blessed. And I mean, it just so happens that most of us, it ends up being that way for most of us, thankfully, but it's not a guarantee. You understand? So remember, your family, like every relationship, you got to work hard to make sure it works. You understand?
Well,
sometimes family.
Let me say this too. Like, so are you doing disrespectful things for her to be disrespectful to you?
That's another thing.
What about and what is toxic about your mother? Are you in her back room eating up all the food, not working, and then she's coming in there telling you how to be a man and what you're supposed to be doing in life?
Exactly.
See, a lot of times you're trying to validate things from us, but not letting us know. So how about you call in and let us know the situation? Because I'm telling you right now, I can probably hear some things that you allowed happen, because that's one. Because maybe she thinks you're such a bitch ass nigga that she has to talk to you this way. Because even your mom will follow you. Mm-hmm. It's in her. It's in her.
Right.
If you're a leader like you supposed to be, you will lead your mom too. So
Right.
this is why I just find it hard to believe.
Well, yeah, leading your mother real quick is telling your mom you can disrespect everybody you want outside of me, but just don't do that to me. And that's something that also with the groom and the woman. A woman is allowed, it is okay for a woman to treat everybody like shit around her because they're not none of my business. As long as you treat me the way I'd expect to be treated, it's fine. But if mom can't do it, then you got to let that motherfucker go.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just say this. This is what guys got to understand about family. People have different personalities. See, a lot of people, they have families and they think it's automatic that you're supposed to love and care for each other and all that type of shit. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the reality of it is you're not going to like some of your family members because you don't like their fucking personality. I don't like you.
Right.
I got cousins, I got brothers, I don't like you niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that I wish, bad on you or anything like that. I wish you well, but we don't vibe. You know what I'm saying? I don't like you personality. You might not like mine. So we're not going to get along. So my thing is just because someone is family doesn't mean that you should be like, well, this is my family, this is my blood. Okay. like Miles said, they are strangers with your DNA. Because you basically, you were put into this house with a bunch of motherfuckers.
Right.
It's not like you chose to build a relationship. You were thrust in a position, hey, this is your brother or sister. Y'all should love each other. But I don't like that motherfucker, though. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Let's go.
This question is funny. It says, can you still get a woman if she says she's seeing someone? Well, if a woman tells you she's seeing somebody, that means she don't want to get got by you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Why would she tell you that?
All women are seeing somebody. Dudes,
Right.
Every single woman is seeing somebody.
Home with nobody.
Oh, shit. Here go the calls coming in close to the end of the show. Here we go.
Exactly.
All right. 601, you're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. What's going on? Name, age, and city. How can we help you?
What's good? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Name, age, and city.
My name is Bowden. I'm from Toronto, and I'm 23.
All right.
I'm having an issue. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I have an issue whereby I have a challenge being assertive in real life. And I'm definitely saying that I do need some coaching, and I'm hopping onto the masculine identity membership. But what do you think, I should do to become more assertive?
Well, I think you should inbox Miles. I think that'd be a great session.
Yeah, definitely get on the masculine identity membership. And there's free email coaching with the masculine identity membership. So when you get on there, you'll see the information. But I would say I have you have to value yourself, because the motivation behind being assertive is appreciating that what you want is important too. Right. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people are not assertive, and a lot of people are passive because they look at themselves and for whatever reason, they think to themselves, well, what I want may not be as important as what everybody else wants. So I'll put what I want on the back burner and I'll be passive.
Exactly.
But there's nothing wrong with being assertive, because nature has designed you to be different for a reason. The possibility of your decisions and your existence is important, just like everybody else's is. And in some situations, it might be even more important depending on your strengths and weaknesses. But if your strengths are important for a certain situation, then you should be inspired to be assertive, because you need to put your 2 cents or whatever in to possibly move that situation forward for the better of everybody in the situation. But unless you have the appreciation of yourself to be assertive in the first place, that may never happen.
Right. Because caller, think about it this way. If you was in a restaurant and you started choking and there was a doctor, wouldn't you want him to be assertive?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Right. So imagine you're in a situation where you being assertive is needed, but you're not being assertive because you have some fear about you being you. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's important for you to understand yourself and to embrace yourself so that you can be assertive, because part of what's making you fall back and be passive is because you don't believe in yourself. That's why.
Fact.
And this is why I tell men not to compromise, because you're compromising yourself based upon how somebody else is feeling.
Right.
Well,
it's supposed to be inside of you to be assertive, dude.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, and that ties in with this right here, this message right here. The woman's not the failure, you're the failure. If you have a woman and you don't give her a structure and she fails, that's because you failed.
This nigga, he literally had a dictionary while he was typing.
Yeah, I don't like amazing. I don't like smart dumb niggas. I can't stand
this smart dumb nigga.
Right, smart exactly.
Hypothecating. Well, caller, did you get the message?
Yeah, for sure, and I appreciate that. So much respect to y'all. I'm definitely hopping with that membership and getting some game from y'all.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling in. Hope to speak to you soon, man. Take it easy.
His whole voice.
He's broken.
His whole voice, man. I'm telling you, who's assertive based upon how they're speaking.
That's right. Well, but we got 909. You're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, and city. How can we help you?
This is Matthew. I'm 23 and I'm from Victorville. And my first question, I have two. The first question is, grooming a woman to be an asset can give off boyfriend energy, right?
Okay, caller. Hold on. Let me get a little bit. Okay, caller. See, When we talk about grooming a woman to be an asset, you have to understand that we're not talking about just fucking a woman once or twice. Okay, we're talking about where a woman is going to be around you. Okay, now it doesn't necessarily mean that she has to be a girlfriend or a wife, but in most cases, if a woman's going to be a true asset to you, that's probably going to be the case.
Right.
Okay, when she's in your life and she actually has the title of girlfriend or wife in a lot of cases.
Right.
Because my thing is, my bad, Miles. Why would you care about her outside of that?
Right.
Y'all got it.
No, I'll say this: like a woman being an asset, there are levels to that. You understand? Right. Because honestly speaking, a woman is an asset. You know, I feel like a woman is an asset before she even gets to you because she's a human being. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's an asset in itself. She's a living human being, period. Right now, when I say to a woman, meet me at this place Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Right? That's grooming.
Right.
That right there is fucking grooming. First date, nigga.
Right, exactly.
Hey, I set up the date like, yo, when are you free? I'm free Thursday. Meet me here, 7:30 Thursday night. We'll have a good time. That's grooming off the bat, homie. I'm giving her instructions. That's grooming. Right. So she's becoming an asset by joining me someplace I told her at and if she shows up on time, that shows her being more of an asset. If she shows up dressed really nice, that shows her being more of an asset. If she's the conversation, the presence is cool and she's being cooperative and then she shows a certain level of compatibility with me, that's her being an asset. But that all came from my instructions that I gave her in the beginning, which is grooming. So there's levels. Right. We're not necessarily, a bitch don't have to be doing research papers and running, a Fortune 500 company for me to think she's an asset.
Right.
She literally just got to follow my goddamn instructions because I'm the asset.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'm grooming her to become an asset. No, I'm grooming her I'm God to these hoes. I create man in my image.
Right. Exactly. Facts.
I create a bitch in my image, homie.
That's what a lot of guys don't get, because it's not about you giving boyfriend energy. It's about every moment of every situation you're dealing with a woman is important because everything is connected. Because just like what Miles said, he said, I'm telling her to meet me here so she meets me there so I know she can follow directions and instructions. So what happens is that, let's say in a future situation, if we're together, right, and she's been groomed to actually follow my instructions, then that means she follows my instructions throughout the entire relationship. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is that what a lot of guys do is they allow a woman to get further into the situation without them being vetted or without them actually following instructions, without them actually cooperating, without them being compliant. So what will happen is that later on, you'll get a woman who's going to backtalk you, who's going to question you. And that's a woman who's not an asset. Because let's say, for example, I'm in a restaurant and I'm looking towards the door and she had her back to the door and somebody come in with a gun and I say, duck. And she says, well, why I got to duck? She going to get shot in her head. You see what I'm saying? And so me seeing she follows my instructions from the beginning also connects to her following my instructions 6 months from now, a year from now, 10 years from now. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we're talking about. So even from the beginning, right, you're grooming from that point. Right. As soon as you say what's up, the first fucking thing you say to this woman is already starting. That's what we're saying.
Right, and that's the asset of even us telling these women to fuck y'all. We have to really literally force them to fuck you guys that y'all are dating.
Or we got to convince them to stay in a relationship or marriage with these niggas. They want to leave. They want to leave you niggas for us.
And then you got to let them know, like, hey, there's no chance that me and you would ever be together. You have to stay with him.
Right.
Yeah. So caller, to answer your question, it's not necessarily giving off boyfriend energy because grooming starts from the beginning. You understand? Especially when you're on point and you're thorough and you understand your own identity. Now when you start being inconsistent, when you start doing the easy things instead of doing what you know you're supposed to, like after you finish fucking, you spend the night and you start slacking and you start doing saying one thing and then doing the other. That's when you start showing boyfriend energy, when you start acting like a boyfriend. But giving a woman instructions and grooming don't have nothing to do with necessarily showing boyfriend energy.
Right. Let me say this to the caller. A woman being an asset to you is just a woman who's a benefit to you.
Right.
She's a benefit to you. See, a lot of you guys, you have women in your lives, and I mean, it's cool if you just fucking them, but outside of that, they don't really have no added benefit to your situation. They don't. Now, the problem with that is if you're just giving them dick, that's one thing. But a lot of guys, they spend time with these women outside of sex where these women are bringing no added benefit.
Right.
An example would be this. The viral videos of the guys flying women out.
Mhm.
Those women brought no benefit, zero value to them niggas.
Exactly.
Okay. But they falsely assume that if I show her this, if I do this for her, she will appreciate it, and in turn she'll reciprocate the same energy. It's not true, because a woman she's already saying, look, and I said this before, show me what a man values, and I'll tell you if women respect him. The fact that you're using money to try and win her over shows that you don't respect yourself. Because if you did, you wouldn't do that. So women already know you a clown ass nigga. But y'all got it, man.
And they taking pictures of the wing and shit and putting it in their stories of your money. You bitch ass niggas. You this is what I'm saying. You flying her out, she taking pictures of the wing. All the food, the restaurants y'all go to, she taking pictures of that shit. In her robe, living life.
All right, Cole. Thanks for calling the show, man. I'm gonna let you go, man. Everything good?
Well, Miles, I did want to ask you, because you said there was levels to the asset that she can give you.
Okay.
Now, how soon with each level?
How soon? Well, see,
that's next level game.
You gotta know how to vet. That's why you got to get coaching.
Now you're getting into coaching territory, bro, because you're asking like specifics upon specifics.
Right. And you can go to Bad Boy membership, because I have a whole program called How to Vet a Woman, and I break that down. So there's different things that you do at different times, so that you're actually allocating the situation to be the most beneficial for you at the end of the situation, or when you get to the point where she even is a girlfriend, if it gets to that point, or a wife if it gets to that point. You see what I'm saying?
All right. So yeah, get on the Bad Boy membership. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling the show.
Do we have any more calls?
Yeah, we got 3 more calls. All right, so we got 267. You're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, and city. How can we help you?
Brendan from Philadelphia. Shout out to everyone on the panel.
All right.
My question would be,
how old are you? How old are you?
I said 27.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. But my thing is, how can guys groom a woman when they can't even groom themselves? They don't recognize themselves to be an asset.
Right. Yeah.
Is that a question?
That's what we've been saying too. Yeah, that's a good point. That's what we've been saying too.
That's the only question I had.
All right, cool, man.
Well,
appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling the show. All right,
that was a statement, sir.
Yeah, that was a statement. But 818, you're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, and city. How can we help you?
Hello, gentlemen. This is Coach Grant Cam, age 32, calling from Phoenix, Arizona. How are you guys doing?
What's up, Cam?
Shout out, Cam.
That's my dude.
What up, bro?
What's good with you, bro?
What's up, Cam? How's it going, man?
Doing well. Thank you, gentlemen. And salute to the panel. So I wanted to reflect on my past relationship, which is a very good example and representation of how when you don't know how to groom your woman properly, you end up making a critical mistake, which is what Steve even highlighted earlier in this show, where he said that if the woman has failed, you really have failed the woman in the first place. I didn't say the correct word exactly, Steve, but like I understood what you meant. I wrote some notes down to highlight so the viewers and the listeners can really benefit from my situation, and I would love to hear your guys' insight on this as well. So, beginning of the relationship with this woman, I lacked structure. I even lacked my own self-identity. I had no clue what I was doing throughout this whole relationship. I'm not very experienced with having monogamous relationships, but that's not the point. The point is I lacked overall self-identity. And I didn't implement any kind of direction, a clear plan. My relationship, which 1950 is very well versed on this, he knows that my relationship was purely experience driven, meaning that there was a lot of neglect on the grooming aspect. So my ex-girl and I, we would go on vacation, we went to Miami, we did all these fun things and stuff like that, go get ice cream and so on and so forth. But there was really no grooming on an everyday, week-to-week basis of when she comes over, what is my instruction? What am I looking to implement so that she can learn what it's like to see the world in my eyes, as opposed to being distracted by vacation and partying and eating out at restaurants and stuff like that. And when there were grooming opportunities, gentlemen, this is the part that really sucked for me, and I withered away in weakness. When there were grooming opportunities, I withdrew when she said no, and when she showed hesitation to change. So either there were two things. She would say no, and I would say, okay, or I'll say some, bitch ass response. And when she showed hesitation to change, meaning like there could have been the opportunity to let her know, like, hey, this is what it's all about. I still withered away in the opportunity. I just showed absolute weakness. Right. And this actually has a lot to do with how I groomed myself, essentially, and how I kind of grew up was I was a people pleaser.
Right.
And this is a huge, huge sign of weakness.
Right.
I'm almost done with my notes, gentlemen. Just have to say all this. My ego was motivating me to keep her around because I knew she came from a tough background. This is something that you guys have all said to me through all your messages on YouTube.
All right, buddy. Okay, hey, big dog. All right, okay. Can we get to the question that you have, brother? Because
he's almost done, Steve. He's almost done.
Almost done. Shit.
Yeah, he's almost done, Steve. You got it. It's all right.
Yeah. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for your patience, gentlemen. It's really not a question. It's more of like an observation that I want to share. But I'm almost done, Steve. I promise. So my ego was motivating me to keep her around, and even though she came from a tough background, I justified that. Oh, she comes from a tough background. I should keep giving her a chance, and she should be with a guy like me, which was completely wrong. So, final point is this: that I appeased to her, and I lack self-identity, like I mentioned in the beginning. So that's the end of my notes. I just wanted to share with you guys that how much your coaching and your message is so important nowadays for all these men.
Thanks. Appreciate
all right, Cam. Appreciate you, Cam.
I appreciate you, Cam. Thanks for calling in, brother.
Thanks, Cam.
Yeah, man. Thanks, man. Take it easy.
Man.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Hey,
yeah,
y'all niggas in the chat are horrible and shit. But y'all niggas ain't shit.
So we last one, 240. You're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, and city. How can we help you?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, what's going
on? Hi, my name is OP.
Your name is who?
Nah, bro. What is your name?
This nigga say Sweet Pea?
He said Pretty.
Nigga, we are grown men here.
What did he say his name was?
No.
Pretty?
OP. My name is OP.
Oh, OP. I thought you said Sweet Pea.
Like Mayberry Sweet Pea. You mean Mayberry OP?
I'm about to nigga, we ain't gonna call you no Sweet Pea, nigga. But all right, go ahead.
All right, so OP. So that's your name. How old are you and the city?
Mayberry comes from Mayberry.
25.
I thought he said sweet tea.
All right.
And where you come from? What city?
I'm in Beltsville, Maryland.
Okay, cool. How can we help you, bro?
All right, so how do I there's a girl I see, right? And I want to talk to her. How do I approach her if she's in a group of her friends? Because
all right, all right, check this out. We have a program on the Bad Boy membership called How to Approach Women in Groups. Get on that real quick and you'll get all the answers you need. Thanks for calling the show, bro. All right, let's take this last one. 276. You're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Okay, Lovey.
Bro.
Hello?
His name is Lovey.
Oh, what's up?
Man, remove your hand in front of the phone.
I'm calling in to ask.
How old are you?
How old are you, sir? Sir, how old are you? How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 19.
You're 19. All right, you just made it. Go ahead. Ask a question. Go ahead.
Yeah. How can I make an observation of my past relationships on what I did wrong in order to avoid them in the future?
Did y'all hear any of that?
Yeah, he said he was talking about his past relationships, and he's talking about reflecting on his past relationships to find out what he did wrong, so he can avoid making the same mistake in the future.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I speak mumble.
I feel like that's something you gotta hit us up with some coaching on the back end because we gotta get into your whole relationship, what was going on, blah blah blah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got a lot of inner bitch in you. You got to get that inner bitch out.
Yeah, every loss is a lesson, man. So look at it that way. But other than that, hit us up for coaching, man. Go to realgamenotheory.com and get with either one of us for coaching, and we can help you out. All right, appreciate you calling the show. You see, these motherfuckers want to call in at the end, like
what they do. But shout out to Unique 79 for 50 euro super chat. He says the most important thing is respect from a woman. If she respects you, she will represent you correctly when you are not there. If she is running late to meet you, she will send messages of her live location, etc. It is about respect and true design. That's what's up.
Facts.
Let me say this right quick. For all of you guys that seeking to be in love and you're looking for emotional attachments, you're looking for the wrong shit. Respect.
Mhm. Respect is the first thing. Facts. 941, you're on live with the Real Game No Theory panel. Name, age, city. How can we help you? 941. Once, twice. 941. Out.
Yo.
Yeah, we out.
Oh, he came that late.
Nah, we good. We good. Cause we already on overtime, bro. What you calling in and not answering for? Come on, man.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And speaking of overtime, hit him with it, 50.
Hey, overtime. We're gonna take a small, quick intercession, and we about to get started at 11:30 Pacific Standard Time. Hey, here go the link. Put that link right there right there.
Okay.
So y'all go ahead and get it going. We're gonna get that going in just a minute. We got a good little overtime panel coming on, man, and we about to rock this thing, man. Women wasting y'all time. Women wasting your time. Yeah, we about to get it on, man. We about to talk about that, man. We got 1 hour on that show. Overtime is only an hour. You're gonna see the countdown number on the screen.
Exactly.
It's gonna count down. If it get down at 5 seconds, I'm putting it into the broadcast.
You said what, Miles?
And we don't take no calls, right, 50?
Nah. We out. It's too many of us, man. This is all game spitting, right? Hey. The show after is all game spitting, man. Y'all come in, y'all get your ears ready. We want the ladies to come through and check you bitch ass men. And in the comments, make sure y'all acting right. And then we got the real men moderators coming in, making sure y'all acting right also, man. So we about to get this thing on, man.
Yeah, man.
We got to get this thing on, man. So
right, man. Respect to the panel, respect to the chat, and guys, make sure y'all check out the Bad Boy membership and check out the Masculine Identity membership. And my name is Miles Cunningham, and I'm thankful for the opportunity. Y'all have a great rest of your Sunday.
Yeah, we'll shove this eggs and bacon down real quick too, man.
Yeah. Right. All right, we gonna holler at y'all. Peace.
Peace out, man.
Later.